You recently got together with Oscar De La Hoya. Right. Obviously, your adversaries back in the day, and all that. How was it getting back together with Oscar and working together?
I mean, it's great. I mean, when we fought each other, we know both of us disliked each other, but we come to a point where, after fighting, after being retired, and you respect one another because of the fact where you know that you got in the ring and you both were in there trying to rip each other's heads off, right? But I respect a man that's trying to help the sport, and that's why. And he's raza, he's Mexicano. So, I wanted to, if I was going to take somebody if I was going to take one of my fighters or any of my fighters to a promoter, it was going to be to a promoter that knew the sport, that knows what it is to be in the ring. I mean, and also, is doing great things for the sport and doing the great things for Mexicanos. And so I'm excited about it.
There's people that still talk about that fight between you and Oscar, still watch it. Was that the best fight of your career, or was it Trinidad, or was it Cuarte? You had so many great fights.
I had great fights with Yoripo Campas, youngest in the history of boxing to win the junior middleweight crown. Yoripo Campas, Raul Marquez, Winky Wright. Ike Bazooka Cortez. So, Castillejo. I fought, 5 world champions. And I beat 5 and 5 beat me. You know what I mean? So, I'm excited about my transition into being a trainer and looking forward to Saturday.
Do you still ever watch any of those old battles you had with those great fighters?
Not really. I really don't.
Better to stay in the past.
It's gonna be fireworks. You know what I mean? But you already know that who's gonna win that fight, right?
Brandon.
Exactly.
Then him and Ruslan would be good.
That'll be good, yeah.
But going from being a fighter, champion, like you said, to a trainer, you've been in movies, you got the reality TV show. Just is that what you want to do from now on? Is get more back into the sport as far as the training, or
I love it.
Everything going?
No, I'm gonna do a little bit of everything. If we were the highest watched content on Mundos on that channel, and while we're on, the internet portals were insane. They had to be shut down because of the fact that so many people were viewing our episodes online. You know what I mean? So it was a beautiful thing, but we'll see where we go from there. You know what I mean? If they come back or somebody else comes back, because Mundos is being changed into different content, into different format, then we'll see what we can do. But all I know is that, I love boxing. I'll always be involved in the game. I got Caesar the Great. I got my son. I got other fighters that are going to be world champions. My head coach, Joel Cepillo Casamayor at Feroz Fight Factory. So I think it's a great combination of knowledge that we could take these fighters to a different level. And along with Golden Boy and Oscar.
Fernando, ¿cómo te sientes de volver otra vez que te vas a ver aquí en el India con toda la gente que te va a ver como entrenador?